Hello. A few years back, I responded to a New York Times article questioning the integrity of wellness diets. Today, the concept of wellness encompasses many ideals, but I feel the need to revisit as I'm becoming acutely aware of disparity and negativity that's circulating around the topic. In many circles, such protocols, referred to as wellness diets, are being demonized and written off as synonymous with disordered eating. I feel the need to respond and invite you into the conversation. So let's start with a few questions. What is a wellness diet? How and by whom is it being defined? Is the issue with the protocol or with the fact that some of its followers are motivated by a disordered relationship with food? The wellness diets being so freely demonized can be categorized with any other disordered eating practice, one that's born from misinformation when the person practicing it remains detached and disassociated from his or her body, choosing to eat according to the experts who preach, eat this, don't eat that. This conversation is so very important to have. There needs to be an understanding of what's meant by wellness. Is it about one's desire to eat an anti-inflammatory diet in an effort to keep an autoimmune issue under control? Is it about the eater who's discovered her digestion is best when she swaps out one type of food for another? Or is the message about the chronic dieter who decides to eliminate a food group in an effort to make her body go away? The vast generalization being written about doesn't speak to those of us who rely on nutrition and nutrition protocols that are therapeutic. Choosing to eat in a way that elevates one's physical and mental health status is immensely empowering. I know from what I speak. I'm a woman with strong, long-time recovery, having spent the better part of my adult life fearing what food would do to me. My limiting and toxic beliefs led me down the path of chronic restricting, which led to episodes of binge eating and consistent purging. And ultimately, these disordered behaviors morphed into a full-blown eating disorder, characterized by dangerous weight fluctuations, digestive distress, mood instability, and anxiety. Determined to find my way back, I embarked on a journey of exploration. I immersed myself in study. I earned certifications in functional nutrition, holistic health, and eating psychology coaching. I've built a practice dedicated to recovery coaching. The freedom promise was born from this experience, born from this strength, this hope, and education. I embrace my recovery, and I walk the walk in a way that allows me to pay it forward. I empathetically educate, I support, and I partner with my clients. These clients come to me feeling discouraged by a system that's failed them. They've been unable to experience sustainable recovery due to a lack of respect for the GI discomfort that they ultimately report following an all foods fit diet. Statistics show 90 to 98% of those struggling with eating disorders have some sort of gut-related issue, a direct result of dysbiosis created by years of purging, binging, and restricting. Further research teaches that children who struggle with GI issues have a greater propensity to develop eating disorders. And what we know about the gut-brain connection is that there is a direct correlation between the physiology that impacts psychology. Furthermore, a dysfunction in brain chemistry fostered by this dysbiosis impacts physiology, creating a perfect storm. So I am compelled to ask, is the all foods fit diet actually feeding the anxiety that fuels the eating disorder behaviors? I'm concerned about the trending anti-wellness diet message. I'm all for the anti-diet message. However, no one seems to be talking about how we can truly nourish ourselves with nutrition that's designed to meet our individual physiology. The message of all foods fit doesn't do anything to end the fear and confusion so many of my clients feel with respect to what they fear food will do to their bodies. It doesn't speak to possible and likely food sensitivities and disruptions to the universe within. That's the microbiome. The news cycles and social media overload certainly contribute to both the uncertainty and the dogma. You don't have to look too far to see the barrage of health information, nutritional systems, celebrity doctors promoting products, promising healing cures, and eating experts telling us what to do. And what they're saying is dramatically different from one another. And what's even more fascinating is that each of these experts is offering scientific evidence that their theory is best. Eat intuitively, eat paleo, follow keto, follow vegan, try intermittent fasting. How do we make sense of all this? There's so much information out there regarding nutrition, but so very little wisdom in what truly nourishes us. The field of nutrition piles on us the shoulds and shouldn'ts of how we can become healthy, skinny, sexy, and happy. With all these rules, how can we ever learn to trust our symptoms, trust our hunger, and our body's wisdom? What so few of these diets and experts address is the most important ingredient, a deep connection, a connection to the beautiful wisdom of the body, and the ability to listen when she speaks to us, when symptoms are calling for attention. What's missing is the understanding that it's not that we are what we eat, it's that we are what our bodies do with what we eat. Sustainable recovery occurs when we know how to nourish and care for ourselves to be the most optimized version of ourselves. Unfortunately, few of us are armed with the tools and resources we need to reclaim the healthy body we want, heal the body image, and gain the self-confidence we need to live a long life of contentment and vitality. But I'm on a mission to change that. My goal is to change the conversation about diet and recovery. That is, introduce you, if you're feeling challenged, to an empowering approach to personalized nutrition and lifestyle, to address the root cause of the symptoms you struggle with. I want to promote the sustainable and lasting recovery that's within reach when you transform your thinking, trust your hungers, honor your body with loving movement, and become fully nourished by a supportive and like-minded community. This is my definition, and that of the community of practitioners and providers I choose to align myself with. Wellness diet? Bring it on. I'm Mindy Gorman-Pletzer, and that's the Freedom Promise.